What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a long while since we've done this. And it's just safe to say that we're back! This is Mamak Sessions. Let's go. Alright, we got a brand new lineup in the house.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? Check 1 2 1 2.
Oh my god, please lah. I mean, be a professional lah. You check 1 2 1 2 before the mic, before the show starts, ma.
No, this one you have to check 1 2 1 2 for the audience at home.
What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got Dennis Yin in the house, and Ryan. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I was dancing for the intro just now, but nobody can see because there probably is an intro. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. And a lot of people have been wondering, why the Mamak sessions go on like a hiatus for quite a while. Well, it's safe to say that COVID fucked us up real bad. That we could not freaking have any shows like in the studio.
Yeah.
We were doing online shows where people basically come and then webcam themselves.
That's right. Back then at that point a lot of online things that was going on, and everyone
It was the only way to do things, We're all stuck at home.
And I remember back then when we were not doing anything, we actually would go crazy.
Yeah, we would. But the only thing was
insane.
when we were doing all these like online shows, right? It's like connection bad lah. They don't have microphones lah.
Yeah.
And then seriously,
I don't have a mic. I'm like, oh no, man.
Yeah. And then we asked them a question. They take like 5 seconds to respond.
Where's halfway you're talking, then someone behind there. I don't know. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, go and take the clothes you're gonna read.
all the swag, all the glamour, all gone.
Yeah, but
The cat walk past the camera.
Oh my god.
yeah, but like it's safe to say that things are. I won't say things are improving. I mean, it's obviously better. Okay, it's okay. I can say things are improving, but it's still not out in the clear yet because COVID's still around.
Do you honestly think we will be out in the clear eventually? I have a feeling this is gonna be something like it's like the flu, like chicken pox,
Yeah.
We will know how to deal with it, but it will never not be there anymore.
Is chickenpox a pandemic or an endemic?
No clue lah, but
No, like
I don't know, but I think
like
back
all the
then-
flus back then,
back
everything
then-
was it was really bad.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
eventually we learn how to
deal with it.
Yeah. Even like dengue and all that, it's still
Yeah.
happening. What? No, there's still no cure to it. what.
Was dengue a pandemic?
I think once upon a time.
No, okay, not pandemic lah. Sorry.
Spanish fly.
Spanish fly.
Spanish fly.
Wait, sorry. Pandemic is the wrong word. Was dengue? Okay, there's the word pandemic. Then what is before a pandemic?
I don't know. I left my dictionary at the school.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. No, there is a pandemic, and then before a pandemic, there's
Outbreak.
Yeah, something like that. Like
an outbreak or something like that. Right?
Before it gets to a pandemic stage, it's something.
Outbreak. I think.
Yeah. No, I think no. There is a word. My brain also tak function. Yeah. That's why. No, there is a word for it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I feel that COVID's probably gonna be around for another
10 years.
Oh, wow. I think it's gonna be around forever.
Yeah,
Forever?
It's gonna be around forever, and
Because-
our kids are gonna grow up thinking that this was an H1N1 virus or dengue.
Yeah.
Probably.
This is gonna be the dengue for the next generation.
Or influenza.
Yeah. Actually, influenza is H1N1, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think influenza is like a type of
the wider
category. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those who are got medical degree, please tell us.
Yeah, we're not really good at this. So if you
We are not at all.
if you want to inform us, you do comment down below.
Yeah, but I mean, it's safe to say that the three of us have gotten COVID. I mean, the most recent one is basically Dennis over
Yeah,
here.
as you can hear from my very sexy voice, we were supposed to do this last week, but I was down with COVID.
Congratulations, by the way.
No, I was just gonna say shout out to the person who passed it to me. Just want to give a shout out.
Yeah, dude, that's messed up, dude. I mean, you were telling me about this story. Okay, before we get to that, right? It's like I was posting this on my Instagram story the other day, and I said that, okay, do you guys get offended if somebody asks you to take a test before you meet them? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the reason there was a reason why I did that, and I look at the responses. At first you have people that no, I won't get offended, and then after you have like 10% saying that they'll get offended.
Why though? Why like? Why would you get offended? That's the thing I don't comprehend.
I'll answer to that after that. Because my that friend who he got offended.
Oh,
apparently.
really? So okay,
Why?
for me, right, when I ask someone to, I'm not going to say who, but this person, when I ask them, it's like, come on, man, like, what, you don't trust me, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like they have done their due diligence by staying at home, wearing a mask, not going out a lot, and not hanging in the crowd. That's why you should trust them.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I find it very hard to believe that anyone has been that good.
Yeah.
Even if you have the best of intentions,
I
right?
mean, to be honest, even you're wearing masks, there's holes at the top here, there's a hole at the bottom here. It's honestly still...
And it's really hard to say on, like maybe one day just take the delivery and then suddenly the COVID go on the bag and then go into your mouth, whatever lah. But like, it's very hard to believe you're like 100% bubbled and safe. No matter how hard you try.
If you're gonna ask me, I feel I still do tests before I go out and see anyone, all right? And then I will ask my friends to do a test. And most of the time, if there's more than one, we will create a group chat. Everybody basically pays their test kit, and then we're all good, and then we go, all right? Because, if you're negative for the day and you go and you hang out with your friends, just before you hang out with your friends, you're fine. The risk, I won't say you're completely in the clear, but the risk of infection is way far lower than you not doing anything at all. And then after the event, the next person tests like 3 days later, oh, I'm positive. It's like, oh man. Then the whole entire group be like, oh, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Everybody is like basically caught in between everything, and they have to cancel this, cancel that.
Oh my God.
I feel like COVID right now. Okay, like I'm not gonna sideline it and say it's not serious. Yes, there are still casualties. Some people kind of like not, they basically are not strong enough to defend the virus. But it's become a really major inconvenience when you actually get the virus.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna add in on there. It's actually really bad. One of my friend who got it the same time as me.
Yep.
He coughed so badly that he started coughing blood.
Oh man.
Then he had to go to hospital 3 times, and then they checked that he had lung scarring. Lung scarring is gonna stay with you forever. That's really bad. It's gonna be like hard for you to sometimes breathe because you can feel it inside.
Yeah.
So it's really bad. So for those who are positive and you're positive, stay the fuck at home.
Yeah, it's like I feel like a lot of people tend to always think that they're smarter than the system.
Yeah, no, definitely. They think they know better and they take it for granted, honestly.
Yeah, like I don't. We have never really talked about this. I think I only mentioned once when my family got COVID, and that was in February, just before Chinese New Year.
And if not mistaken, yours also was like you, then after that someone else, and it keeps dragging on, or was it just 1 week?
So for me, what happened was when we were at home, I went out for lunch with Michelle. And then we went to meet a client. And then we came back. I saw my daughter sitting in the sofa. And she was sleeping at 12 p.m. She normally wakes up at 11 a.m. Okay, 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 12:30 p.m., you're sleeping again. And like for me, it's like, no, you slept last night at about like 12-ish, 1. All right, you got like 12 hours of sleep. So my sister-in-law was in the house at that point in time. I was asking her, why did you guys put her to sleep? Then her response was, no, she slept on herself. I just put a blanket on her. And in my mind, I was like, okay. Never mind. And then I went up to her and I just called her, and she was like, yeah. And I felt her forehead and she had a slight fever. And I was like, oh, okay. But it didn't cross my mind that she had COVID. All right. And I was like, I told everyone, hey, Kaisel's got a fever. And I even joked, oh, what if she got COVID? And everybody was like, all of us were like, very lighthearted about it because we were really, really careful, right? Like all of us are really careful, go out, do tests and everything like that. And then I was like, you know what? Just to be safe, let's just test her lah. So we all got out the test kits. So I did the test kit for Kaisel, and we were just like really just like dropping droplets, and then we saw first line, oh, nothing, she's fine. And then I was just talking casually to my mom and my sister-in-law, and I looked down again and it was like, oh, 2 lines.
Oh, there it is. That's why they say wait 15 minutes.
And I'm like, it was a very faint line, and I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, it's like we've never seen 2 lines before, Today 2 lines is very common, right? I've never seen 2 lines before, and I'm like, shit. Okay, Kaisel's got COVID. So what do we do now? We all panicked, and like Michelle straight away like test again. Maybe it's a faulty test kit, and we tested her again. It was 2 lines. And after that, everybody tested negative, Kaisel positive. The third test, Kaisel's test came out negative. And then after that, we were like, oh, so do we trust the first 2 tests or do we trust the third test? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It messes with your mind, and then you'll be like, then it straight away, like my other in-laws arrived. This was almost close 2 days before the New Year's Eve dinner, because some of my in-laws had to go to their kampong, right? So that's why we planned to have like New Year's Eve dinner 2 days before. And when my in-laws came out, I said, "Don't come in, all right?" Because Keizo's positive. And then, knowing parents, sometimes they're always so concerned, right? They still come in.
Yeah.
They're like that. They're like the fly on the wall. They stand in the corner, like, what's going on? I was like, then straight away, like, okay, everybody get out. Whoever did not come into the house, get out. Whoever did not come close, get out. So everybody went home. Straight away, I was like, all right, we go to SGMC. We had to force Keizo to do the PCR test. Oof. Me and Michelle did the PCR test. I think Keizo was like, what the hell, man? Why are you sticking something up my nose? And we were going home and we were thinking, you know what? False positive lah. False positive lah. She was still having a fever when we got back. Let's just false positive lah, okay? False positive lah, no problem. Let's just not worry too much. So that night, I think we took turns taking care of her because she was having a fever. So Michelle slept next to her first. And I was sleeping with Chloe, the newborn baby, in the next room. And then after that, I think Chloe really could not sleep. She was crying the whole entire night. Obviously wants the mother. And then I was like, all right, let's switch. So I went to sleep next to Keizo, and Michelle went to sleep next to Chloe. And then, everything was fine. And then I was like, and then at 7:07.
Wow, you remember the
exact time,
Michelle's phone rang. Straight away, she came into the room. Keizo's positive. And I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean?
It's from the hospital.
From the hospital, yeah. Straight away, they said, all right, who do you have at home? I was like, okay, we have an infant. Bring the infant in for a PCR. The rest isolate. So my mom went to her room. Everybody else was locked in their rooms. And it's like, we brought the baby. The baby had to do a PCR test. You had to stick that freaking thing up her nose.
The same size as, the same.
Yeah. Oh. And then at that point in time, it was me, Michelle, and Chloe. And we were like, what the hell do we do now? And then okay, then we had this conversation. What if the baby is not positive? If we bring it back to our house, there's a chance she'll get positive because her sister is there, right?
Yeah.
And there's a chance that we will get positive because we slept with Keizo. And literally at that point of time, no decision was the right decision.
Yeah.
So we said that, okay, let's leave your baby at your in-laws' place because they did not come in contact with Keizo. It was like sending a time bomb. It was sending a bomb to my in-laws' place, because if the baby was positive, my in-laws will get it too.
Yeah.
So we put it there. We went back and we locked ourselves in a room. I think because I was not positive, Michelle had to lock herself in the room with Keizo because she had to take care of Keizo. Right? You can't leave a kid in the room, right? And I basically was the one giving everybody food lah. You had to grab food. Grab food's your best friend, bro.
Yep.
Grab food is probably your best friend at that point of time. Lunchtime, everything, go collect everything, blah 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 blah. Keizo was we were using Google Chat lah, right? We had a video call on for 24 hours. So anytime I talk to them, they're in the room and stuff like that. So Keizo after 24 hours, his fever subsided, but she had no appetite. Second day, she was jumping around in the room and playing like hell.
I was so surprised because when he was telling me about it, I was like, this girl, in basically 2 days, right? She recovered,
Yeah.
I think kids, their immunity system a little bit different than
it's
adults
actually
also, right?
because doctor did say that younger kids, because their immune system is so clean and so fresh, that sometimes COVID got nothing to attack. For us, especially the older one, if you're sick or you have a little bit here, a little bit there, then COVID in your body will attack
more.
Yeah.
And that's when you get your
our
CT
body
levels
is more
lower.
fucked up to attack.
Yeah.
They are still fresh,
Like we have, maybe drink
Liver
a little bit
problem
alcohol, drink too much protein shake or something like that,
Yeah.
But maybe they are still very, very fresh.
Yeah.
So before this podcast, we just found out that Jit is COVID positive.
Yeah, dude. Like literally, like
I'm already today is 10, 11.
Yeah.
Like from the day I got it, and now my baby has COVID positive. So shout out to the guy who passed it to me.
Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, actually, before we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
But kids, like you mentioned, doctors did say that their immune system has not been contaminated yet, so that's why it's fresh. And sometimes babies, right, the doctors did say that they're so young that their immune system is not even developed. It's like, a virus can only attack code.
Yep.
If there's no code,
they cannot attack that.
the virus cannot attack anything. So the baby system, right, is still operating Pentium 1.0. Yeah, haven't gone up to Intel 12 yet. Yeah, Windows 10 or whatever. It's still Windows 94. You know what I mean? Then yeah. And to be honest, we thought we were in the clear, but me and Michelle got it on day 3. And man, dude, our symptoms were shit. It was horrible. I lost my sense of smell. My mom got it. We panicked like hell. Like, at that point in time, I thought like, are we all going to make it? You have that thought in your head. My mom's diabetic. My mom's 75 years old. So I think it messes up with your mind more than anything else. I think like physically, you when you get it, you be like, okay, after the 3rd day, you kind of, because you know yourself, you know your body, you kind of know that, okay, maybe I can go through this, maybe cannot. But not to say that we did not get it bad. We got it bad. I think our symptoms were shit. And then like after that, when we all got better, my mom took the longest. She still had that lingering cough. She was tired and whatever not. But after 3 months, all of us are clear. We're clean. I mean, like the minute we were COVID free, we went to Singapore lah. It's like fuck this shit, man.
No, that's because got the VTL thing.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I got the green card to go to Singapore, go only lah. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much in a nutshell, like how I got it and where did she get it? Like we don't know.
It's very hard to pinpoint. Honestly, sometimes it's really hard. Like sometimes, like in your case, you know exactly, right? But I know some friends also, right? They just one day, shit, positive.
Yeah.
They can't exactly tell where they got it from.
And I'm sure a lot of people, you people at home, the audience, right? Like you guys have friends who probably stay at home the whole entire time and just go out there to buy food one day.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then that one day, for some reason, they wear mask lah, double mask lah, whatever lah, went back home.
Yeah.
They'll be positive 3 days later.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just
And
like
even that 3 days thing also, right? I feel like when it comes down to COVID, there's legit no rule or regulation, Some people 3 days.
Some people 4th.
Like for example, your baby 10 days,
Not 11 days. But I'm pretty sure it was because of me, and then pass it on to the godmother, and then the godmother, the sister was
could be
serving.
lah.
Yeah, okay, for
There's
the
a whole
benefit.
chain. There's
I
a
can
whole
see the whole chain. Even though you're wearing
yeah.
mask or anything, at the end
a
of the
whole
day, you're
chain.
still in the same house. And
Yeah.
somehow, if you're touching something and
Yeah.
maybe you've forgotten to wash it or something, and
Yeah.
you take off your mask and then you wipe your face.
I mean, okay, like for the benefit of the people listening, how did you get COVID, Dennis?
Well, I was at the gym.
Yep.
And most of the time, I'm only at the gym. And people would come in and go out and things like that. And people don't wear masks in the gym. So you're always open to risk.
Yep,
right?
you are.
So
Service line, right?
yeah. So we try our best to stay clear lah. And what at the gym, at my gym, we have our members and our members are very close to us. So we believe everybody wants everybody to be safe because everybody wants to continue to work out.
Yeah.
So what happened was I got my COVID on Saturday.
Yep.
Right? Friday I was like coughing a little bit.
Yep.
Coughing like
Scratchy throat.
not even like serious, like because y'all had sore throat. I didn't have sore throat. I had no fever. I had no sore throat, no fever, and what else? Headache. I got no headache.
Yeah, the virus probably got into his body. It's like, oh fuck, man, I came into the wrong body.
This guy is healthy. But Jazel, gonna like you, she had everything and it was horrible. Headaches, the pain, everything. It was day to day. It was like 3-4 days. By the second day when I woke up, I was like, my nose clear already.
Oh.
Then after that,
fast,
at
right?
night, in the evening, the
Come back
virus
again.
come back again. And then on the 3rd day, I felt even better, like 50% better already. Then the 4th day, I was really good. And for the 3rd and the 4th day, when I'm feeling so good, right, my laptop screen cracked.
Oh,
Then I was
Aiyo.
like, I can't do anything. I'm just sitting in here. Okay.
I feel like, I don't know why, but every time, like for me, right, I feel like when you, I don't know, bad luck always comes in threes, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like I can't remember what happened to me. What was it already? Okay, first I got into a bike crash. I crashed my bike. Yeah, but it wasn't a very bad crash.
It was you got scratched.
Yeah, I got scratched.
Yeah.
I got banged up pretty bad. Okay, bicycle lah. By the way, yes, I got into cycling.
Rich people sport.
Hey.
Bicycle
It's
same
not
price
like-
as a car.
I lost 9 kilos doing cycling. So
Good,
I'm
happy
very
for you. Happy for you.
Then after I got COVID. Then after my daughter got COVID. Then after I got COVID.
It was the same time lah.
Yeah, same time, like it happened.
All within like a week or so, a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks. So yeah. So okay, yeah, you were mentioning,
Okay. So it was at the gym. So everyone was sort of like, everyone thought it was this one guy, but he apparently got fake COVID.
Yep.
What do you mean fake COVID? Like
So
false
he
test,
went,
is
yeah,
it?
false test.
Ah, okay.
went
Well,
to
he poured
test.
orange juice into the test kit, is it?
So on a Saturday before I kena,
Yeah.
he tested, and then he thought he was like, oh shit, COVID positive. Let me go to the doctor. He went to the doctor. The doctor did test on him. Oh no, this is just flu.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Doctor told him this.
No,
is
but
just
like
flu.
no, so you were saying false positive. That means what? In the test kit also it's positive.
Yeah, test kit is positive.
But
Then
when
he
the-
went to the doctor. Then the doctor did the test on him, did all the testing already.
Ah.
Then after that says the test is positive because maybe of your mucus or whatever, and because he got positive before, like a month before that. So
Okay,
the doctor
okay.
said this is just false positive.
Yeah.
You're fine.
It's
So-
like the remnants of the old one.
I don't know
Okay.
lah, right? So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
came back. Then on Saturday, I kena. Then another friend kena. Then another friend kena. Another gym, all from my gym. 6 people in total. I found out kena same time as me.
Right.
Could you like trace that they were in the gym at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
because you got
okay.
login sheet, right?
Not login shit. I was there. and
Oh,
I
you-
know who
you
was
saw
there.
them.
I
But
see
when you got it, were you like, oh, you know what? It's about time because I'm doing this line. I meet people every day. Did you expect to get it at least?
I didn't expect to get it, but I think because in our line that we're in, like eventually somehow it's gonna come to
Yeah.
you, no matter how well protected you are. Because like before I found out how this whole thing happened, I wouldn't think that somebody would put me in danger
Right.
with knowing that they have positive.
Right.
So the issue was they knew about their condition and they came
So
in.
yes, so this person, I wouldn't mention the name. He had COVID positive. He came to the gym. He did his test on Thursday evening.
Yeah.
After he did his test, he
Yep.
still decided to come to the gym.
Oh shit.
That's where the thing happens, right? So he came to the gym, and one of the reason why I was mad is because let's just say let's just say you're an asshole. You're gonna come to the gym regardless of anyone's health sake, right?
Yeah.
But why not just come to the gym? At least tell people, oh, I have close contact and I wear mask. Let's just say.
They're still lying though.
Yeah, it is like
White lie, no.
But at
Yeah.
least you care about people. You want them away from you, and you wear a mask. At least.
No, it's not. Okay, I don't. Okay, sorry lah. I don't believe in that because when you
let's say I'm okay with it. I'm not okay, but let's say I'm okay with that. That's still better than coming to the gym, don't wear mask, coughing into people's face.
Oh shit.
You
No,
understand? And
this is terrible,
And
actually.
at the day
It's
that he
extremely
came
terrible.
on Thursday and Friday, it was when he was having his worst. Like he was coughing, he was looking pale, and all the kind of
It's
shit.
like the
right?
peak
yeah,
symptoms
yeah.
time,
So
yeah.
he didn't tell anyone, nobody knew, but people suspected.
Yeah.
People suspected because around Saturday, that's when all of our symptoms started
All
coming.
come in.
So when
Shit.
the symptoms started, everybody started talking and be like, who?
is
Then
this guy?
everybody remembered, not everyone, but like 2-3 people remembered that this guy was coughing into their face and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Then apparently on Saturday they were going to a club, a bar,
Okay.
or something like that.
With the same guy.
With the same guy and
Oh
their
my
whole group
God.
of friends lah.
Yeah.
Then they need to do a test before entering.
Right.
That guy did a whole drama of why he don't want to spend money to do the test.
Wow. Okay.
You have to do a
Wait,
test.
which
before.
Saturday was this?
It was the Saturday that I kena hari.
Which is 1 week, so the Saturday before last.
Yes.
Yes.
He went to a club.
Yes. So
They need
for-
to do a test.
For him, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's his third day already.
Right.
Okay, let's say it's his third day lah.
So did he get in the club? Of course
Somehow
not.
he entered.
Ah.
Yes.
Wait.
Can you imagine how fucked up that is?
Hey, I'm worried. I went to a club on Saturday where I did a test.
Yeah.
Could it be the same club that he went into? It's a lot of people inside.
It's honestly, if anyone who
Wow.
any one of you right now at home and you guys got positive and you guys are still going out there to party or do anything, you guys are
Yeah.
really messed
'Cause
up. You need to stay at home, guys. Like really, like there is. I told him, I said, why? What is the reason that you think you can come to a gym when you're COVID positive? You
Yeah.
cannot wait for 5, 6, 7, 8 days to get better.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people in this gym that you could infect. And
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, but I just want to come to the gym and work out. I'm like, oh my god.
They just work out at home lah.
I was
don't
like,
know,
the
do push
level
up
of
lah.
bullshit. I said, if you're COVID positive, you're sick, you're not feeling well. Stay
Yeah,
home and
yeah.
rest. The first day, the second day, you
Yeah.
know fair well
I-
how tired we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, we were. I felt like I ran a marathon.
Yeah, I was just constantly sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And
Yeah,
this guy
yeah.
come to the gym and was joking with people, coming close to people.
But
and,
that is so extremely inconsiderate. lah.
inconsiderate, irresponsible, and straight out asshole. lah.
Especially if you know you're positive. For example, if so happened
Bro,
that
you know
Thursday
you're positive and someone actually warned you, don't go.
come, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Somebody actually warned you and you're like, no, it's okay. I don't think I'm going to spread to people.
That's even messed up too.
like for example, if he tested negative, but he got a bit symptom, but negative, but not a regular person will like, okay, I'll go, but I will wear mask. I'll be
Yes,
careful. I know I'm negative, but I just
Yes,
want to.
because you never know. The test might
Yeah.
be negative, but you have the COVID in you, and it's only gonna come the next day.
So we had
But it's
this-
quite quick though. I mean, like you the med, like
one day is
yeah.
every one day it gets worse. Then once you hit it, then every one day it gets better.
So I think it was a month, almost 2 months ago. We went on a shoot. It was like a travel shoot a bit lah. So
Yeah.
we went to Pahang. No, Perak there.
is this the Fuji shoot?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Fuji shoot. So we had a crew member. He was feeling a little under the weather, but he tested negative all the while, So we're like, okay, no problem. But we shared, because it's an overnight shoot, So we share a room with him and everything. Even when at night we're sleeping, right, he wear masks the whole time, everything. And the moment we came back from that shoot, every day in the shoot we test, every day negative. The moment we came back in the office, we were like, okay, one final test before we all chow.
Yeah.
And then he was joking, hey, 等下突然间2条线 after suddenly 2 line then he was like, hey, Troy don't touch food. Then 5 minutes later he come back, guys, serious 2 lines.
It's always like that, when
And then the crazy
joke.
because you fucking joke about
Yeah.
it, like
the crazy part is, right, so we shared a room with this guy. We shared a car, a van with this guy. It's like 5-6 of us in one van.
Yep.
4-hour journey, 5-hour journey, to and fro. During the hike also,
Yeah.
we hike up the mountain, he was so
He
tired.
passed out.
We were carrying like 7 kilo bags and everything.
Oh, no.
He almost passed out. Jeremy, Jeremy? Jeremy was carrying him
Oh my God.
on the way down. But because this guy was so considerate and he took his precautions and everything, none of us gonna.
yeah. I mean, like
None of us.
No, Ryan, for you it's because you got COVID.
Okay, for me, I'm special immunity, but I'm
Yeah.
the only one in the trip who has had COVID.
The rest
at that
all
point,
didn't.
the rest all has never experienced COVID.
Yeah, but even
None of them gonna.
even then when we went for that shoot, even before that day of shoot, other people got COVID as well. Straight away we switched it up.
Yeah, he was a replacement.
Yeah.
Our original cameraman got COVID, so he was a replacement.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, how we the SOP that we have in our own company over here is when we go for a shoot, you do a test when you go in, you do a test when you go out on the same day.
Yeah.
So at least if we know that, because you see, like for me, I tested negative in the morning and I tested positive in the evening. So if you were on a set on our shoot, if there was anyone that's positive, we all knew that we will contain it within that group at that point
Yeah.
in time. It's just our the way, like, social responsibility.
Yep,
lah.
yep.
If any clients is listening and they're wondering why we don't make money or
spent
why
too much on COVID
Yeah,
Dude, you can see the boxes there. We have like another 1,000 test kits there.
how many thousand did we buy?
1,000
One
We bought 1,000 test kits.
1,000 test kits, dude. It gets done in like freaking a month or two. It's a
Yeah.
bit ridiculous and how.
But I think it's good because you guys are, like you said, social responsibility. You have an office. You have
Yeah.
a lot of people that you're taking care of.
So many of us have families at home living with
Exactly.
parents.
And can you imagine if half of your office kena went back and kena half of their family members at home? Oh my goodness, the amount of people that kena already is.
Yeah, dude.
Just times, right?
Oh.
Like 40, 50 people.
Really
already,
want before this I never actually thought about it, but because of this one guy,
Yep.
it went from 6 people to suddenly 8, 9, 10 people
Yep.
to now 15, 16 people.
For one guy, right?
And it's been what? 10,
Yeah.
11 days now? So it means it's like almost 2 weeks from when he gave it to the first batch.
Wow.
And it's gonna continue, right? It's gonna get worse. So that's why I'm like, oh man, if you actually stayed at home.
Yeah.
His one decision could have
And
saved
this is
so many
just
people.
one. I'm just talking about that one person. Now imagine the people that you go out with probably by this weekend or next weekend, and this people is not responsible and he's not taking care of you or she's not taking care of you, and you all go out together. Can you imagine when you go back and your whole family kena and then you didn't know and all of them kena, then they didn't know, then they give to their friends and their colleagues. Oh
This
my
is why the
goodness.
cases suddenly skyrocket and, spirals out of
I
control.
feel it's just going to get worse
Yeah.
because, I mean, I'm not saying that bars and clubs shouldn't open. Go ahead, do what you got to do. It's your business, also businessmen, right? But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the people that's going to go to these places. Y'all got to be more responsible. You guys got to really respect yourself and the people around you, the people that don't want to kena COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read the news where the clubs can open but you
Yeah.
can't dance in the club?
Yo, what's up? Like sometimes, I go to club to dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I go there to dance.
It's so
No, when the DJ put the music on, we're just gonna sit there.
No, we cannot.
Sip our
it's like-
drinks.
okay, so this is the scene.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I bought my head too hard. It's only for this.
yeah.
I cannot dance. Okay, my fingers will move.
It's so it's so funny when I read that headline, and then the funny thing is, it's actually true. Because maybe it's somebody suggesting it, but sometimes some news portals would just say that you can't dance in the club.
To be fair, right, out of all these places, I'll call them entertainment
Outlets
activities,
yeah.
outlets
Yeah.
including bowling, including movie, whatever, right? The nightclub is the only one that requires you to do a test.
Oh,
Yeah, like I said, I went clubbing last week. They made us do a test.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, on
Wait,
the spot.
I thought clubbing. What clubbing?
No,
is-
not like clubbing.
not like
This is
bar,
just
a bar.
Like a bar. Yeah, like a bar.
But clubbing. Wait, but clubbing is gonna
Open soon.
open on
soon.
the 15th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but out of all these establishments, the bar is the only one that required us to do a test. Like we have to go there and do our test.
Oh.
Show them the thing, then only they allow you to go in.
So do they provide you the test kits, or you have to bring your own test
You have
kits?
to pay.
You have to pay.
And it's double the price.
Oh, smart motherfuckers.
Now they're not so bad already. I think a lot of people caught on.
It's like you go
So-
to a rave party, they sell you mineral water
Yeah.
for 20 ringgit. Walane.
So I went there twice. The first time around, they say you have to use theirs. Second time around, we thought, alamak, I have to pay theirs. We went there, then it's like, did you bring your own test kit? We were like, oh no, we could have brought our own. Then we ended up paying but the markup is
How much was it you paid that time?
$11.
Yeah,
The markup was 11 bucks.
No.
You
Total
just
was $11.
sell in
So what? So what?
then
Wait,
maybe
a
about
test kit-
5-6 ringgit more expensive.
Yeah.
So they make $6 from.
5 to 6
But
bucks. Maybe like
to be
50%.
fair, I think it's okay lah, cause they had to rent an extra space for people to do the test, and they had to hire more
Fair
staff
enough.
to jaga people there.
But if you did it at a hotel, they'll charge you 100 ringgit because it's a hotel. I'm kidding. No, not that any hotel does it.
100 ringgit. I want to do that business.
You collect the saliva for
the
me.
same thing like you go to a hawker store, you buy a plate of char kway teow, it's 8 ringgit, but you eat at a hotel, it's 80 ringgit.
Hold the test kit for me.
It's like a fucking butler with the white gloves. Excuse me, sir, this is your test kit. Yeah.
100 ringgit, I want the service. You do the whole thing.
Can you swab my nose for me? Yeah. And after that, give me a bottle of water. Yeah, just to wash down the freaking saliva. Yeah. So, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, I've not gone clubbing for God knows how long. But
Hey,
like,
don't tell people your age, bro.
oh yeah, like,
Your age
What's this like last year?
oh yeah, but I don't know how DJs. We know Ethan. Ethan's a DJ. Wai Hong Bait. They call We Are Bait. You got Goldfish. Got Blink. I cannot imagine them going to like a Zouk or something and then playing for like 1,000 people. All right, guys, put your hands up in the air. And everybody doesn't respond. Yeah, nobody responds. Everybody just keeps quiet. All right, put your fucking hands up. And then everybody like.
Everyone,
Yeah, everyone puts out, put it down. Yeah, saman. Yeah, it's. I think I know the logic behind why they don't want people to dance.
what is the logic?
Okay, hear me out here.
I'm listening.
It in some way it makes sense. Okay,
I'm trying to understand.
so obviously, COVID is being transferred respiratory, ma. So saliva droplets or whatever not.
Yeah.
Even if you go like, that's like vapor. So that's what. So when people start dancing, they be like. So wait. So wait.
They be like what? They be like what?
They be like, yeah, of course, dude. Hey.
Jin does it.
Hey, fuck. Dancing is cardio.
Wait.
Come on, hey, look, guys, dancing
This doesn't.
is cardio.
I'm an actual dancer.
Shit.
I don't know if Jin remember lah.
Oh shit.
But I know lah, for the past like 10 to 12 years that I've been dancing, I never breathe like that. I breathe like that, something else already lah.
Alright, no, okay. Fuck. Oh man. No. Okay, cool. Like, okay.
No one breathe like that.
Okay. Fine.
For the boys, if you breathe like that in front of the girls, you're gonna slap on me one time.
Okay, you're on the dance floor. You're moving a lot more than usual. You breathe a lot more, right? So
Okay,
if it's
okay.
one person, it's fine. But you have 100 people. The rate of transmission, it's a lot higher and stuff like that. I think it was like this in Singapore, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it?
Yes.
But apparently, the
Okay,
Zouk in Singapore was so packed.
No,
bro.
before they open the clubs to like a lot of people. Yeah.
Wait, what the rule is? There's no dancing, is it, or there's no dance floor?
No, there's no dancing.
So okay, I find that ridiculous. If you say no dance floor, meaning you stand in your table, you just
No, it's not no dance floor. It's no dancing.
No dancing.
Yeah, that's
So you
that's
literally go
quite
to the club,
ridiculous.
the DJ, we got bling on the decks, on the ones and two. Put your fucking hands up.
Yeah, everybody like, yay! Yeah, it's
But then you go to the KTV and stuff. Everybody, you're like, oh, so there can, here cannot. Got it.
No, I get what Jin's trying to say. Like if the dance, like the club, there's a dedicated dance floor area. You close the area, but you allow yourself, you and your friends to have fun at your own table. You know.
Yeah.
Okay lah. You try not. You keep your group within your group lah. But
like what you say makes sense. If let's say they would have to distance the tables or whatever, but it don't make sense. It's in a freaking enclosed area with aircon circulation inside that goes into different rooms.
Yeah.
Honestly, if somebody kena, everybody's gonna kena.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still don't know how. Actually, to be honest, I still don't know how COVID concerns people lah. But I mean, yes, I do see the logic behind.
Natural selection.
I do see the logic behind why I don't dance is because it's an enclosed area and then people tend to, when people start making noise, they start spitting at each other.
No, but like what you said, like you don't understand how COVID kena, right? There's really no rules and regulations. So when I kena, of course, like we went out with a bunch of friends. So
was it a wedding? Was it a wedding?
No. The wedding is another thing. Wedding, a lot of people kena, but I didn't kena.
Okay.
Because that one,
people kena.
yeah.
Was it because
the wedding?
The wedding was because you already got it.
I already got it. Yeah.
Right.
Super immunity.
Yeah.
But so the time I kena, another friend of mine kena, and we went out drinking with some friends lah. Just regular bar, no, not that kind of bar, just regular pub, like a pub.
Okay.
So after that, we went to eat ramli, and then my friend, she shared a ramli with another friend.
Oh.
One of them kena, one of them didn't kena, even though they shared the exact same burger.
Okay.
So it's really hard to
I
tell.
can explain because he did not bite the same area
No.
as the guy.
No, I'm like that. He bite one bite and then the bite on top of the other bite.
Oh. I know. I can explain.
He can explain everything.
I can explain because he took the bite and did not go.
If you guys see someone eating a burger on the street breathing like that, you know it's Jin.
Don't go near him. He
Run
probably
away.
has COVID.
Run away.
Oh man.
There's no rhyme or reason. We also couldn't make sense.
I think it's really if wrong place, wrong time. Maybe if
it's a bit of luck
they did say,
involved.
imagine if we go into a restaurant and 5 people sitting here.
Yeah.
And someone in the next table kena, right? It doesn't mean that all 5 will kena.
Yeah, it's true.
one.
Yes, it is.
It's probably 1 on this table, 2 on that table, 1 more the other table.
Yeah, but we make it. But the thing is, we all make it like we make it look like just because the table across kena, right? Automatically we start blaming. At that point in time, we start blaming. Like, you see, you know what I mean? No, we all kena now. You know what I mean? This and that. It's like. It's gonna take a while before it normalizes because, like I mentioned just now, if COVID doesn't mess you up physically, it's gonna mess you up mentally. And it doesn't mean mentally in the sense where you're scared or whatever. Not, you're gonna start blaming people. You know what I mean? You're gonna start blaming yourself. I mean, Michelle, she. I remember at one point she's like, she was kind of blaming herself. And she said, and then she said that we failed to protect the family, and I'm like, oh man, she's starting to blame herself because she was like, what, it was me, because the minute Keizo got COVID, right, all the eyeballs look at me, to me,
because he's the one out the most. That's why.
Because I go out for production, I got everything, that everybody in slow motion, ding, 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 look at me. I'm like, okay, I do test. Hey, I'm negative, for now.
All the side eye in the family.
And I think Michelle was already expecting that I got. And for me, it's actually, to be honest, even I myself was expecting me to be positive.
Yeah.
So I can conclude closure, say that, okay, I went out, positive. I brought it back, I infected my daughter, and it's my fault.
Like at that point, there's no point thinking of what happened. As in like how it got there. It's like, just look forward. What can you do from now on?
Yes, actually, it's very true.
How can you protect yourself? How can you get better?
So that was me when I first kena.
Yeah.
Because when I first kena, remember my story of that person who kena a week before me?
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't make sense that I kena from him because it's been a week.
Yeah.
He actually was positive. It should be fourth day lah, okay? Fourth day from my interaction with him. Didn't. So to me, actually, I was fine. I was like, to me, it's like eventually we'll kena.
Yes,
it's fine.
But I know that everybody keeps saying the word eventually.
And I keep telling all the people in the gym, I said, stop blaming him.
Yeah.
Whether or not he passed it to us, it's fine. Move on. But my issue was the fact that the person lied.
Yeah.
And still blamed the other person for spreading to us. But how he was the one who kena.
He actually tried to push it to that guy.
He tried to sapu, bakar. He tried to bakar the other further.
This is guilty conscience, bro. 100% guilty conscience.
And the worst part is he called and we were talking to him over the phone and I recorded and Jazel was just sort of like trying to like fish lah, like, oh, this guy came to the gym yesterday. I scolded him for passing it to Danny's, So, and then the fellow who was actually positive, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I told him he positive. He should stay home.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I have it in recording. Yeah.
Okay. And let's play on the podcast. I'm kidding.
no, we muffle the voice.
But for me, it's very shady lah. It's really shady, especially I have a family at home.
Yeah.
Like the amount of disrespect that you have towards me.
Don't even need to say know you lah. Just people lah.
Yeah,
just people in general lah. Just be a human being.
Yeah.
Social
Just a human being.
responsibility.
Exactly.
My mom told me that my mom got COVID. Obviously, she freaked out, and after that, she obviously recovered lah. But she told me that one of her friends who got COVID one time, she was vaccinated. Then she got COVID the second time, did not make it.
Oof.
Yeah, so you see, these stories are still out there, So like, everybody's gotta take precaution. Just because you're vaccinated, and never mind now, we're gonna get it eventually. Like just now, when you mentioned that we're gonna eventually get it. Yes, I understand that everybody is kind of having that sentiment right now. But when you say that eventually we're gonna get it, but you have to also take it into account. Yes, you get it, but in the process of you getting it, what about the other people who are gonna get it? And there are some people out there, despite the fact of getting 2 doses, booster shots and everything, will not be able to physically fight it off just
How
because
many more
of their
lives
condition.
are you gonna affect on top of
yeah.
yourself?
And like, you've got kids at home, and then these doctors keep on releasing all these MISC, whatever, not your brain shrinking.
All the rumors and the uncle and auntie WhatsApp stories are insane.
They said that your brain, right, as long as you get COVID, your brain shrinks.
My brain actually shrunk a long time ago.
Joke's on you, I don't have brain to shrink.
Joke's on you.
They said that like if you're a kid, if you don't have very high symptoms, you gotta be careful 3 months after, because there's this thing called the MISC, which is the immune something. I can't remember what it was, but 8 kids have actually passed away from this.
Oh,
But after
COVID, it's like a delayed immune response system.
Yo, don't scare me.
Look, I was equally as scared as you as well, but we were monitoring cases like really like mad, but again, when the difficulty in breathing, fever, whatever, not straight away sent to the hospital. It's treatable. It is treatable. You have to look out for it. So I feel like these days, there's no more such thing as your aunties and uncles being doctors. The minute you think that you're feeling unwell, go get a checkup.
just go consult a professional, man.
Yeah, just go consult a professional. There's no point like, you know what, it'd be fine. I don't think everybody should assume that, never mind lah, you got COVID already. Then after they wait a few days, you call him, hey, still alive, what? You know what I mean? You can't think like that.
Yeah.
To make it more serious for everybody at home, like even from my gym, I have a lot of people who are buff, who eat healthy, rib, they're like really healthy lifestyle, don't party, don't go out, gym junkies, pure gym junkies, right? They kena COVID, it was bad.
Yeah.
If it's bad, like regardless of how healthy you
Very
are
hard to say,
or unhealthy you are, if COVID gets you and if your symptoms are bad, it will be bad. Like Jin got it really bad. I was really lucky to not get it so bad, but even that, the body ache was bad. Now, I compare it to people who never work out before, and if you get that body ache, it would feel like your whole muscle is like...
Is it like the kind when you work out, like you leg day, then cannot walk?
It's like when you work out and you cannot walk, that kind of feeling, and it's every part of the joint. Here, I feel everywhere.
I didn't get
aching
that.
like mad, but because I'm used to my muscle aching, I felt like, okay, this feels a little bit slightly normal but painful. Then I was thinking, what if my godmother, like Jazel's godmother, her body is not strong enough to fight that pain, if I've never woke up before and the first day I go back to gym and that is the pain I get, bro, you cannot move, bro. It's like you move a bit, you're like,
I know, last time I do hand and then want to wash hair also, right? Cannot even touch your hair, that kind of thing.
So for that, like, it's really bad. And another one of my friend who coughed blood, can you imagine so much phlegm in your throat?
Yeah.
And if you're slightly older or if you're young, and you don't know how to clear it.
And this friend also is from the gym one, is it?
Yes.
So another fit guy,
super fit, super clean, super jacked, and then he was down for 6-7 days.
Yeah, it's like, man,
very hard to say.
Yeah, and I mean, stop it with the whole narrative of everybody's already. And some people like saying like, oh, you know what? Now it's like, instead of asking you got COVID already, yeah? It's asking
yet,
like, you haven't got yet, you know what I mean? Stop it. I mean, like, yeah, that's obviously a very, very jokish way to call it, but I think like if we can, we should still avoid it until.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
definitely.
course.
Definitely.
Come on, lah. I mean,
Like-
if given a choice, obviously you want to avoid it. With all these stupid rumors.
Why would I want to lock down, like quarantine myself? It's not fun to quarantine.
Like
at home.
even
Like,
if you don't, like I was just want to add, even if you don't feel any physical symptoms, right? The quarantine itself can drive you nuts.
Yeah. Michelle was
tough.
going.
It was tough for me actually. The quarantine.
Yeah, although we were talking to him every day
It was
on
tough.
video
I
call.
was going crazy. Somehow I was like during the holidays also, like Chinese New Year.
mine-
Ngam Chinese New Year.
mine was the whole day, the whole raya.
Oh, yeah. 恭喜发财, my ang pao all come underneath the door.
Oh really?
First day Chinese New Year, I kena already. You know.
Wow.
It's just staying at home and somehow cause like, okay, for people who live alone in their apartment, at least they can move around from the kitchen to the
Yeah.
dining room to the hall.
Yours is worse.
I'm in the room
And
only,
every-
you
oh
know.
my God,
Yeah,
Chinese
only
New
is-
Year.
And it's Chinese New Year, everyone out there.
And you can
恭喜
hear
发
all
财.
the. And then you inside there like shaking.
Yeah, weh.
Yeah.
It's the mental part of it. Like physical, I feel like it's
Okay,
just
lah.
sore throat only.
But
For me, it's sore throat.
I think if it
no
was
fever.
Chinese New Year and if I got COVID, it would be FOMO lah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's already a very contained Chinese New Year this year for
Exactly.
everybody.
Oh,
because
yeah,
you don't
it
get
was,
to travel.
yes.
and
I haven't
do a
had
lot
like
of things.
Chinese New Year
Yeah,
dinner with my family in so long.
But the little bit of happiness also he cannot have. 'cause
Yeah,
he
that's
has to
quite
lock
sad.
down.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy because, like, you know, for Chinese New Year we didn't have to give ang pao to anyone, except for company dinner
Okay
because
lah.
we were doing.
I gotta say, I escaped all the Gacy Kifan. Escape completely.
You skip 1 year.
Yeah, it's like I remember me and Michelle were in a rush to go to the bank to change money for ang pao. We didn't pack, you know. After everything finished already, right? With COVID, everything done right, and then suddenly one day we were packing. Our stack of 10 ringgit still here. Hey.
Extra pocket money.
Yeah, extra pocket
You
money.
didn't give out this year.
Yeah. Buy Bitcoin. Then this morning crash. Yay! Oh man. But hey, you know what? With all said and done, number one, first things first, it's good to have Dennis here. Like, you know, joining Mamak sessions, you know.
Thanks for having me, for taking this daddy out from his daily routine. I'm glad to be able to be here. It's my honor.
I just gotta say that, you know, a lot of people actually have been sending me messages, you know, asking like, hey, you know, what happened to Mamak sessions? Why you all don't do any episodes anymore? Yeah, we hear you. The thing is, we wanted to really take a break.
Nothing beats the energy of having 3 people in a room
Exactly.
together. Honestly, like we tried it online, like you said, like we tried it online and all. Didn't feel the same, lah.
Yeah, we were
interaction was not the
okay.
same,
We were in between. Number one, it was really not nice to have remote interviews and talk shows. Number two, we were in the midst of trying to accept every single job because we were silent for like 5 to 6 months, and we were like, you know, guys, you know, let's just bust it out December to try and make do for all the losses we have made for the whole entire year. And the third thing, we're like, you know what? Let's build a new studio. Let's come back stronger, and let's build a good show just because we want to make quality content and not just freaking keep to programming because we are forced to keep to programming. And then after I gave Dennis a call, like, yo, Dennis, I want you on the show as an anchor, man. You want to do this? And, you know, I remember calling him, and then I was like scared, you know. I was like, oh shit, man. And then he was with Jason. I was like, hey, man, I want you to be a part of the Mamak Session show. It'd be cool, you know. I think like every time you come on the show, like, you know, you bring value, you inspire people, and you know.
Your butt feel wet a bit,
No.
Bastard.
I need some planta.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's 2022. We've got a brand new show. We've got a lot of things happening. And I just have to say that I'm glad that a lot of the hard things has been put behind us.
I know we've been talking about COVID a lot.
Yeah, but
like,
you know, the thing we were talking about is...
we've kind of like made it towards I want to say the end of it, but like, you know, we've made it, I would say, through one of the more difficult phases of it.
Oh,
so
definitely.
I think we should be proud of that. But like what Dennis mentioned, still be responsible.
Yeah.
Be safe out there.
I think for most people, even the ones that are listening to us right now, I'm sure that the whole entire COVID, you know, we went through a lot of downs, ups and downs, mostly downs lah. For everybody, I mean, Jane, you guys, myself, you know, everything. And I guess now is the time where we really, for myself personally, to really reflect on what happened in the past 2.5 years of everything that went crazy and went out of control. And now it's really for me to like pick myself up again, and then like everyone else at home and listening, you know, everyone
It's
is
like a fresh start, right?
It's
in a way.
It's not. I wouldn't say fresh start because it still scarred me the whole entire COVID, right? Like what happened to my businesses and everything, and all the work and everything. But I guess you just have to be positive. Not COVID positive, mentally positive.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring the music down because I want to highlight this. Yeah, actually, this past 2 years, right? What I realized, I'm not sure if anyone will actually agree to what I'm going to say, was actually self-love.
Yep.
Yeah. You learn to appreciate a lot of things that you took for granted. I
Definitely.
think that's one thing I learned throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
I think I heard this over some podcasts as well. Like during the whole pandemic, your group of friends become smaller.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so true.
Okay, and I think a lot of people are sort of at, probably if you're younger and you don't know how to deal with this losing friends thing. Like I'm here trying to tell you guys, like if you have to cut off that friend, just cut them off.
Let's cut them off.
To be honest, in the next 5 years, going down the road, right, you will eventually meet like-minded friends, like-minded people who would add value to your life instead of holding on to past friendships that don't do anything to you, but who possibly could gaslight you as well, who make you feel less of yourself. So always remember that, like what Jin said, this whole entire COVID taught us self-love, our own value, and how we see ourselves. So I think moving forward from here on is definitely
Up. Yeah, because
go.
because you know before the pandemic happened, we were all right smack in the middle of hustling and bustling, trying to make a living, and we were trying to please everyone, clients, friends, whatever. You know, we were like, yes, I'll do it.
everything.
Whether it's job or whether it's I'll meet up, let's catch up. Yeah, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. Then after that, when everything was just shut out from you.
Yeah.
And then I think like, you know, we kind of like dealt with it in a way where like, shit, this is more of like well, you know what, when you're addicted to drugs, what's that, when you
relapse.
It's like a relapse. Or like what's that's a word for it. Shit. See, COVID made my brain shrink. COVID made my brain shrink. You know, I can't think properly. That's like what's that word when you quit smoking? Like,
cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
Is it?
No, not really cold turkey.
Relapse, like, you know,
Really, relapse?
Got the jitters and everything.
Kala, you know, like you know, when a person takes drugs too much, they take out this like
sorry, not relapse. I know. Okay. Oh,
You
now my
see?
brain also shaking.
exactly. It's not. What's the
don't have a brain.
I'm looking at my producers. What's the word?
When you quit smoking and then you
Yeah,
miss
when
it.
you're drug addict, like what? Like
Relapse is when you start back drug addict.
yeah.
Withdrawal symptom.
Yes, withdrawals. Yes,
Withdrawal symptoms.
withdrawals.
There we go.
Yeah.
My brain expand back again.
Yeah.
please
Produ-
forgive us.
Yeah.
The brain shrunk.
COVID. 2 years since we did podcast.
No, the one
give
behind,
chance.
the producer behind the camera didn't get COVID. He didn't even think about the word. So you like, you know, like it's like withdrawals. You know, what I mean, all of a sudden you're not used to the emptiness. You're not used to the.
We pretty much got everything pulled out from under us.
Oh, bro.
Like the light switch straight away.
overnight, dude, overnight.
Yo.
Yeah.
We were legit shooting the day they announced lockdown, and then the next day we go back home.
You
done.
telling me all this reminds me of the heart pain that I have.
Yeah.
Back then, you know, like the shit that went through. Like my career was just like that, lah.
Yeah, same here, dude.
And then after that, we took a break, Chinese New Year, then COVID lockdown, and it just it was
Yeah.
just like
tough,
cut
man.
off.
It was
when
tough.
everything was gone, like, okay, I know that I was under a lot of pressure and stress because, you know, we have a company. But the one thing I wanted to reassure everyone is like, okay, don't worry, we're not gonna shut down. We're not gonna shut down. Okay, don't worry, we have enough to cover for everybody, right? So you get stressed. So when it's always constantly negative, right? You tend to realize after a while that, oh, I am not loving myself enough. I'm not making myself happy enough. And like, you know, maybe you should just like when you sort everything out, you know everything's okay already. Then like everything's okay. Then when there's still that very sound silence, you'd be like, is it okay for me to make myself happy now? I did ask myself that question. And that's why I'm like, okay. I looked at myself. Fuck. I was like fucking 93 kilos. Went for a doctor's checkup. That guy looked at me. He's like, you're obese. I said, no lah, I'm tall. You know, every time tall.
This excuse.
Yeah.
My weight is spread out through vertically.
Yeah.
No way, the doctor said you're obese.
Yeah, he said you're borderline obese. And I was like, no. Then after that, I was like, no, I'm tall. And then after that, it's like, yeah lah, it's okay lah, you're tall. Actually, that's not. Then he came back. No lah, I'm joking. That's not a very good excuse to basically tell yourself. That's a denial coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, okay. Then I
Is that why
started.
you took up biking?
I started
cycling?
running first.
Oh yeah. You're running quite a bit.
Yeah, I started running, and then I lost about maybe 2-3 kilos. And then Jared called me up. He said, "Hey, you want cycling?" I was like, "Yes, I want to," but I never had anyone to do it. Then I just started investing in myself, and it made me a lot happier. I'm a lot happier now. That I was 6-7 months ago, and I felt that was. And like for me, it's like kind of shut out the noise of like, oh, you know, if I bought a bike that was really expensive, are people gonna judge me? All right, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yep, shutting out noise.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. that went out the window. I was like, fuck it, I'm doing this because I want to make myself happy.
Yeah.
All right. Not to say that I bought a fucking expensive bike, but okay, it's not cheap. It's not cheap either.
It's not cheap either. Yeah.
All right. And I started exercising and I started like losing weight. When you see progress, you get happy.
Yes.
And it's not progress that money can buy. The progress doesn't come back at money.
It's because it's actually you challenge yourself, you put yourself through the challenge, and because that challenge give you this reward,
yes,
you feel you have this sense of self-satisfaction.
Yeah.
This is what I get by working out.
Oh, right.
It's every single time you set a goal. Okay, I'm going to go like for you, maybe 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers. You've never done before and you're scared, always scared.
Yeah.
And when you achieve that, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah.
And that is when that's the feeling that money cannot buy.
Exactly.
You know?
It's a freaking... The other day I did 100Ks with my bike and when Michelle came to pick me up, I was jumping in front of the car. She looked at me one kind and she started smiling. I mean,
because the happiness, the joy is from the challenge that you challenge from yourself.
The achievement that
so
you
this
made.
is what I got from working out long time ago. When you, like you said, when you block out all the noise and then you ask yourself, what do you want for yourself? Self-love, what you want to do. So when I go to the gym, I'll put on like those motivation words or whatever, the song, the music like that, and then you start working out to constantly push myself. So I keep having set goals. Okay, I have to go to this level. I have to go heavier, go more reps. Yeah. And every time when I get better, you're like, shit, I couldn't do this 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you have the passion to keep wanting to go for more, push more and more.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, like I like that. So that's just to put it out there, I guess that's what we've done. We hope you guys have learned something throughout your time
listening to us right here.
Actually, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I'm damn happy that this show is finally up and running.
Yeah, no, I was just telling Adrian when we were setting this up, right?
Yeah.
When I was just playing with the console and when I played the music, I'm like, damn, it's been so
Nostalgia.
long.
Yeah, it's been so long.
It's been so long since I heard the song.
Because you did so many episodes together.
We did, dude. We did like 90 plus. We haven't hit 100 yet, though. I didn't want to hit. I didn't want to do the 100th episode online. It's so sad. Yeah, it's gotta be like in person, and then like I've got a few guests lined up. Some guests will raise your eyebrows. Yeah. I mean, I've spoken about this to Dennis. And, we're not gonna spoil it for you because we want you to be surprised. But before we go,
we're back.
Yeah, we're back. As usual, you can stream us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us back on Mamak Sessions on Instagram. What's most important is 2022, a lot of things are coming up your way. I'm glad to have Dennis to be a part of this, but the rest of us are going to be a part of this as well, bringing you more stuff. And before we go, you guys want to say anything? Dennis, quick one.
Make sure to take care of yourself, take care of your family. If you have COVID positive, stay at home. Don't be an asshole.
Yes. Ryan.
Just keep tuning in.
All right, you're done. Thank you very much. Speak to you guys next time.